My friends, Buck and Brock, sent him because they couldn't make it. And they do. You were actually the guy behind putting together a lot of their, yeah, okay. What do they call it? Pipeline? He helped do the programming behind their system of ads, showing ads on different people's networks and grabbing leads. He helped do that. It wasn't built that way. He used pay-per-click to build a 2.5 million person list. And he runs his entire business using agents of value. I tried to contact them. I said, let's hire 2 of them, chain them in 2 different positions so we can turn it over to you guys and you guys can use it too. They haven't gotten back to me. My wife works for a multi-billion-dollar company, I believe with 60,000 employees. Is that right, honey? My wife? You work for, how many employees do you guys have? I didn't get the name of the company, but. Yeah, she won't come to work for me. I don't understand it. And she wouldn't quit working, but she works at home, and she does a good job. But anyways, her job is taking globally, how many people do you have? Over 100,000 employees. How many managers in your position? 4? Global knowledge management. 4? She's one of 4 of a 100,000 person company. Her job is to take the information that's contained within the people that work for the 100,000 corporation, get the information in a usable format, and lead a team of programmers in India to put it up on the website. Is that a fair assessment of what it is that you do? Who thinks she should work for me? I could pay her more. There's more benefits, but she likes her job. She's done a great job. You should thank her too because she came in and cracked the whip. I keep telling people, I'm the money maker in my business. Anything that I have to do that doesn't make money costs me money. I don't want to train people. I used to get paid to train people. I was a sales trainer. I was really good at it. That's how I kept moving up the corporate ladder. But I didn't make as much money as I can make in a day now, sending out one simple email. And that's a lot of money, by the way. So, but we try to outsource it. But I told my wife, I said, we got to do this. I said, but it needs to look pretty, and it needs to be organized, and I really want to deliver the best product ever because I've had these coaching clubs, and I like to inspire people, I like to motivate, I like to share ideas. John Reel, who's one of the speakers, keeps asking me, why are you doing this? Why are you sharing your stuff? Well, the answer is quite simple. 1, I like it, and 2, it forces me to create content that I can use in my own business because we use these things in our own business. So if I say I'm going to create something else for you guys, then I got to do it and use it in my own business. The point I'm trying to make is you need to outsource it. So agents of value, my wife will be working on that. I told her she needs to quit. She won't listen to me. But we'll contact them because several people in the room said they use agents of value also. And another friend of mine, he runs his business on one agents of value person, does millions. Another friend of mine who also is very famous and runs a multi-million-dollar business, not doing much work at all, but he's got over 1 million people on his mailing list that he built the hard way. Once again, not through co-registrations, which there's nothing wrong. You guys do the best job. Their co-registration system is real-time. That's what's the beauty of it. It's not one of those co-registration deals where you wait 3 months to get the leads and by then they're dead. He helped design the system for Pipeline where they capture the leads real-time and funnel them directly into your autoresponder. Those are great co-reg leads. But when someone says co-reg leads, you need to ask them, how many other people have these leads and how old are these damn leads? Because if they're more than a week or 2 old, they're not nearly as good as if you grab somebody right now when they're hot and ready and they say they bought something on a website and the offer comes up and says, would you like some more information about losing weight because it's the first of the year? They say yes. They're ready to buy right then. If you wait 3 weeks to get back to them, you're going to lose the sale. So Rick helped design the real-time live capture system for Pipeline. And that's the kind of co-reg you guys want to do if you're going to do co-registration. But another friend of mine has a 1 million-plus list, built it the hard way, means opt-in forms and all that other stuff, and working hard to get pay-per-click and all that other stuff and some free traffic. He runs his entire business with one assistant, virtual assistant. Records whatever needs to be done. He uses Bootcamp, which is a collaboration system online. Does everyone know that? Bootcamp? Basecamp. We use Groove. Dory's here. We use Groove in our business. She's a partner of mine. And they use Basecamp. Several of the big dogs that I know are good friends of mine use Basecamp. And they use virtual assistants to run their multi-million-dollar business. So that's the key. So that's how this came about because my clients in my coaching club said, you give us all these great ideas, you share all this killer content, no one else wants to share it, you share it freely. but I'm not very good at sitting down and putting something out step by step. That's not what excites me. I bore myself, as I said, doing a presentation. So my wife came on to help with this, and we've got several staff members we've brought on board, and the stuff that we gave you now can be handed to people to do it step by step, the videos and that thing. So when you're sitting here this weekend, don't worry about it if you don't get it now. Try to focus in on the ideas and the thought process that I use, because that's the thing I can't replicate in a manual. I can't replicate how it is that I think. I can't. So while you're here, keep in mind that I'm going to share with you anything you want. You ask me a question, I'll tell you what I would do. I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you some of my websites that we built for this that you can build yourself too using the same tools we gave you step by step to do. So don't think that you need to know everything right now. You've got, by the time you leave here, you'll have 27 DVDs in your hand to review. You've already got 220 pages of step-by-step systems in place, and then we've got 6 months after that in the website. And we've already actually, for the website, we have dozens and dozens of documents that couldn't make it to the manual that were done except for the final cleanup that are ready to go too. So, and the whole idea is we're training people over. So is there anyone else in here that uses an outsourcing, a formalized outsourced business that they can recommend to us? We've talked about, yes?
Somebody that has left traffic assistance that I'm starting to work with right now, and they have some really good resources.
Can we get you on microphone, Dory, please?
There's, and, I don't know, I want to say this out loud, but yeah, there's a guy that left traffic assistance, and I've heard from other people that use them that his service is really, really good, and I'm going to start using him very quickly, and I can give you his email, and you can just...
You don't know what the service name is, though?
It's Prazan.
Oh, okay.
But he's started his own thing, and so he's...
Okay, because we actually, in our business, we're joint partners in a corporation. We used traffic assistance for a while, but that didn't work out for us.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I do have a traffic assistant that I work with exclusively, but I had to work with them a long time to get them up to speed.
Well, that's the trade-off. What's interesting about that is I had a meeting. I go out in the marketplace, and we do a lot of work with Joomla sites, membership sites, stuff like that. And I met with a couple of guys locally, and I wanted to get a feel for what people are charging for Joomla sites, because Joomla is a free software program. It's open source. Anyone can install it. It's tweaking it. That's the problem. So I talked to a couple of web developers, and they're charging up to $7,000 or $8,000 to install Joomla, which anyone can have installed for free. You go to cPanel, Fantastico, push a button, and it installs Joomla for you. Then you have to tweak it, and you have to add content to it, and you have to learn how to use it. So there's more to it than that, but they charge $6,000 or $7,000. But they were complaining about how they weren't making any money because they were spending all their time building the website. I go, well, why don't you outsource it? He goes, well, we hired some people overseas to do it for us, and we had a problem communicating with them. So we just hire workers in the United States to do it, and it costs 6 times as much, and there's not a lot of profit left in it for us by the time we're done. I go, oh, really? I go, how long did you work with those people overseas? A couple weeks, a month. Okay. How many times did you create documents for them to follow step by step to do what you do? Well, nothing. We were counting on them learning how to do it. Well, okay. They were willing to do it for $600 or less, and they weren't willing to give them at least